Like, I don't know how to just keep moving forward and living single lives and not file.
But I didn't want that.
Olivia's visit, I feel like, went terribly.
This week on Welcome to Plathville, Ethan and Olivia hit an impasse when it came to their divorce. But first, let's check in with Mariah, who just got a job serving and bartending at a restaurant in Tallahassee.
I've learned that when you have money, you have more freedom. When you have no money, you have no freedom. And I've been working as much as I can to save up to record music. That's really what I want to do. I needed to just get my butt up and work. So I'm actually moving forward. Even if my life feels like it's not in a good place, if I'm working, I'll feel like, all right, my life is gonna get somewhere one of these days.
Meanwhile, Kim visited Ken at his place. While he wanted her to move in with him, he's on board with her buying a houseboat instead.
I definitely was a little surprised when Kim bought the boat, but not disappointed because this makes her happy and it gives her her own space.
It was a few months ago that Ken asked me to move in. And, you know, I feel like that would have been fun. But I mean, I also would like to get past the divorce and be able to plan for the future.
They then talked about her and Barry's divorce, which is still going on.
Seems like everything's moving kind of slow.
It does. I mean, it's been over 2 years. If I focus on it too much, I get frustrated that the divorce is taking so long. But I also feel like it's out of my hands because we're still trying to figure out finances and properties.
Well, I'm willing to continue to wait.
Good, thank you.
Kim told Ken that she feels like the family is warming up to him, but that doesn't seem to be the case with everyone.
Seems like everybody has come to terms and accepted it, except for Barry.
Yeah. And that'll be the case until he gets a girlfriend. Barry and Ken never interact. Ken is willing, and any time that we're together, like if we're dropping the girls off and Ken's with me, Ken makes sure he's out of the car, facing Barry, approachable, willing to shake his hand, but Barry doesn't look at him or, you know, go over there or anything.
Meanwhile, up in Minnesota, Olivia was ready to sign the divorce paperwork, but Ethan was not.
I feel like you can move on so easily. I don't understand that.
I don't know if it's necessarily moving on so easily as much as it is forcing myself to deal with everything and feel it all and get to the other side.
You sure we can't make this work?
Olivia was surprised by Ethan not wanting to proceed, but it only solidified her choice.
I feel like Ethan's indecision confirms my decision because the inconsistency that he's showing in what he says he wants, what he does, how he changes his mind, that played a huge role in our marriage of so many inconsistencies and feeling loved and then not feeling loved and feeling supported and then not feeling supported. And it was just kind of like a roller coaster.
Ethan said he couldn't sign the divorce papers that day, so Olivia left Minnesota without them signed. Ethan then went down to visit family in Cairo, and he reflected on what happened.
I feel like I'm kind of running away from maybe what I just should have finalized with Olivia. Maybe I should have just ripped the Band-Aid off and done the papers and just had it over with. But I didn't. I physically felt like I couldn't.
When Barry asked him what was new, he broke the news to everyone.
Me and Olivia are getting a divorce. So that's what's new. Yeah, we've been separated since March or February, late February. So I was kind of hoping something maybe would have changed after the summer, but I've asked her if we can give it another go, and I guess that's a no, so.
The family offered their support, and Barry told Ethan not to speed through the process.
Were you feeling rushed?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, my advice to you would be, don't rush it. Take the time you need to get to the point where you're okay.
I was kind of surprised that she wanted to rush it, especially after everything we've been through. I mean, it seems ridiculous to have it end after you tried so hard, but whatever. I guess things don't always work.
They later talked one-on-one about how Ethan was feeling.
I keep waiting for the depression to go, and it hasn't. It's been a while.
It's a visitor. You understand that, right? So do you beat yourself up?
Mm-hmm.
Like I'm a failure?
Yeah, but I feel like there were a lot of things I could have done differently.
I think you did a lot. You really did so much to make it work.
While Ethan went to Cairo, Olivia went to Arizona to visit her sister Lydia. She told her how the Minnesota trip went and how Ethan hasn't signed the papers.
I understand that this has got to be so hard for him, for someone who doesn't like to process things. I understand why he's trying to push it off.
Yeah, me too.
I loved him as a spouse at one point, so all of that just isn't gone immediately. I don't love him that way anymore. I don't love him romantically, but I still care about him as a person. And it's really hard to try to like hold that care and compassion while still being frustrated at the way things turned out and how he's dragging his feet now. Because I really would just love it to like be wrapped up.
Olivia said that even though it's not legally official yet, she's felt divorced for a while now.
Now being on my own and feeling like my life is so much more peaceful, it makes me realize how chaotic and dysfunctional that was, and I don't miss that.
The sisters then talked about dating, and Olivia's a little wary about jumping right in.
Dating after marrying the first guy that you ever even held hands with is wild. Lydia, I don't know how you do it.
What?
I don't know how you go out to bars and like you just let guys like get that close to you and like touch you and buy you drinks and like
You set some boundaries, but
During her Arizona visit, Olivia went to have her tarot cards read, and the reader sensed a presence around her.
I am seeing an angel around you, protecting you and guiding you. But it says a brother. How many brothers do you have?
I had 4 and then 1 died this year.
That's the one here. I'm sorry. God rest his soul.
Olivia also got this forecast about her romantic future.
It does show me that you're meant to be married once, and you're meant to have 2 children.
Only once?
Yeah. The man that's in your life, can I have his name?
I don't know because I just got divorced.
But you gotta be patient and give him time to grow. He's very stuck in his ways.
The tarot card reader predicted that she and Ethan would both date other people and then get back together in 2 years.
Do you feel he's gonna come back?
No.
Because it says he's gonna come and go.
When I look at my relationship with Ethan, I've learned to never say never, because ironically, when you say never, it happens. But I want to say never. No. No. I do not want that. And I don't like those cards. Next.
When it was over, Olivia and Lydia debriefed outside.
Some things were so right on the nose. Other things I was like, probably not. Probably not because I don't want that, so I'm not going to do that.